First wet day in a while.
I wonder if you can hear the squeak, I don't know. Probably can.
Yeah.
Anyway, look at the colour of your bike.
We're both men in black today, have you noticed?
I know.
When was the last time we rode? Was it when Hev?
Yeah, we met Hev and we came back.
We didn't actually ride together.
No, we just rode back, didn't we?
Because the last time we did this session that we're doing today, which is...
was Easter time?
Yeah. You titled your ride Leading Up for Easter Eggs.
Yeah.
So, because you're my lead out man for these sessions, and today specifically it's six sprints, 15 to 20 seconds in length, pretty much from like 25 mile an hour, so that's the reason why I've got you. Otherwise I'd be...
Give you a bit of shield then.
Yeah, if I ride at 25 mile an hour, I'd be riding at 350 watts already. Actually, since then as well, and this is news to a lot of people, the viewers especially, is I'm now the lightest I have been since October last year. So I'm now 59.5, which is actually lighter than I want to be. But I'm kind of working on the theory that if I ride where I am now, 59.5, if I've got, you know, maybe let's say 3 weeks until whatever I'm doing, when I get 2 weeks out or a week out from my big race, I can back off a bit, can't I? I can like eat a little bit more relaxed.
I think it's easier to maintain your power, isn't it?
Yeah, well that's it. I mean, people have been following me the last week at least, have seen my power has been increasing, if not staying the same.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty good. That bridge that we just went under, I went over that 4 times yesterday. It was quite a decent ride. Did you see it?
Yeah, it was good for that.
It's good laps that actually. It's 25k around, so because it's so hilly, it's actually 700 meters a lap.
And I know there's 2 dingers of a climbing there.
Oh yeah, that off-road one for definite. You can check that on Strava. But it's like that climb there, the 4th time up, I nearly fell off. My arms were wobbling that much, and yet, you know, I wasn't pressing on to get over it.
Yeah.
It's just one of those climbs where
it's
it's so steep, and because half of it is gravel, it's just really tough.
And there's a big hole in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, that's where I fell off.
I guess in some sad way, riding in the rain when you haven't ridden in it for a long time actually feels quite nice. Nah, what am I talking about? Alright, so this is part 1 of the day done. Thanks to Anthony for his little lead out. Yeah, on to this afternoon, and we are doing the Zwift ride tonight. But there was a question that somebody asked in the comment section quite a while ago actually, that I was thrifting through and I found it, and I wanted to address that. But first I'm gonna get changed, and I'll be back in just a sec. Okie dokie, and I'm back. Right, now let's see if I can find that question again. Okay, so this question was asked by Steve Balderstone. As a pro, do you monitor your power curve as a means of gauging fitness? That includes 5 second, 1 minute, 5 minute, 20 minute and 1 hour power. What are your thoughts on focusing on improving weaknesses highlighted by the power curve results? First of all, Steve, thanks for the question. Now, a power curve, what is it? So a power profile, or power curve, as Steve says, it's kind of like what really tells you where your strengths and weaknesses are. If you have a power meter, you'll know this, and it's absolute. So really the bare basics of it. In fact, let me show you today's ride. So you'd expect like you know, an all-rounder to have kind of a really good 5 second, 1 minute, 5 minute and a really good FTP. A sprinter, kind of goes without saying, they'd have a really good 5-second power. They might have quite a good 1 minute, and then, you know, it kind of drops off from there. Michael Matthews is a really good example for those of you who are watching the Tour of Normandy at the minute. You know, he's really good at prologues, plus he can sprint. So he kind of, you know, he is the kind of perfect example for that. A time trialist, a climber, or, you know, someone who's really good at riding steady state, which is actually like quite a lot of us, you'd expect them to have really good FTP, and then a really good like 5 minute, and then so on and so forth. They'll drop down as they go. That's kind of me. So here we have, this graph here is a peak power graph. Here you can see the peaks for my ride for today, and then the graph will kind of give you a bit of a, it's a bit of a user-friendly type of it, but that's basically what we're talking about here. It's the same for pros as it is for amateurs, as it is for, you know, weekend warriors, things like that. It's the power curve is, I wouldn't say it's the be-all or end-all, but it certainly makes things a lot clearer and a lot easier when you can see what you're good at, what you're not so good at, where you can work, where you can improve. It really does make things a lot simpler. I'd say you've got to improve your weaknesses anyway. It's kind of like what I'm doing right now by doing a lot of high-end sprinting stuff. I would do a ride that would allow me to test for each of those things. Probably won't do it all on the same day. So like, you know, your 5-second power, you probably can test on, say, Monday. You can test your 1 minute power in the same ride. Pick a nice really steep hill and give it everything up it. Your 5 minute, you could probably get away with testing it on the same day, in the same ride. But then your FTP, which involves like a 20-minute test, I'd save for maybe not the following day, but the day after. My power curve has always been kind of quite poor for 5 second. 1 minute has been kind of, you know, there or thereabouts. The 5 minute has always been really high up there, and I mean, like, it's always surprised me as to my 5 minute. I've been able to do something like 450 at one point for 5 minute at like 61 kilos. It's not repeatable, that one. I did it on a hill climb. And then the FTP, I've always had a really good FTP, but I'm not one to brag. I'm just telling you, you know, my numbers. It's as simple as that. You know, for us, you know, for professionals, for guys that ride every single day, you know your body so well, you don't need to test that often, because you know in yourself when you're going well. You know in yourself when, you know, when your fitness is improving. It's not something that we actually have to spend a lot of time dwelling on and, oh, do I need an FTP test? Do I need to do this? Because you get the sensations before any of that happens. By the way, that the Zwift ride that we did went really well. If you missed it, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to try set up another one, but it was fun. It was a bit of a smash fest up Box Hill, but it was all fun and games. We're all friends at the end.